Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to learn the volume. First of all, you need to understand the main idea of the volume. Volume is 3D shape, which means that to be able to understand the volume, volume is base area times height. Whenever you are finding the volume, you need to keep in your mind base area times height. When you look at the prism, rectangular prism, the base area is, what is the base area of the rectangle? Length times width, right? So base area is length times width. And that times height to be able to find the volume times height. So you can also write, instead of the base area, volume is length times width, because length times width is base area times height. So this is the formula of volume. What about cylinder? When you have a cylinder, to be able to find the volume, same idea. Volume of cylinder, the base area times height. What is the base of this figure? Is a circle. Do you remember that? What is the area of circle? Pi times r squared. If we substitute over here, you can understand what actually volume of cylinder is. Pi times r squared times height. So this is volume of cylinder. We are going to use this formula to find the volumes. Look at this. Which figures have the same volume? Let's start from the C. To be able to find the volume of C, remember that this is a cylinder. Base area times height. To be able to find the base area, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, this is diameter. Diameter is 2, but I'm looking for radius. So the radius is 1 feet. Don't forget this. After that, base area is pi r squared times height. If we substitute r is 1 squared times height is 4, then you will get that volume of cylinder is 4 pi. Now let's find the volume of this rectangular prism. Volume figure B. To be able to find the volume, base area times height. This base is rectangle and the area of the rectangle is length times width. So pi times 1 times, what is the height? 4. Then you will get that volume of figure B is 4 pi as well. Now this is important, ladies and gentlemen. This is also cylinder, but this cylinder is sliding to the right, is lying down to the left. So to be able to find the volume of figure A, you need to get height. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, diameter 2 feet, and this is the radius 1. So this is going to be 1 as well. So this is 4, this is the 1. I need to find the height. To be able to find the height, you can use Pythagorean Theorem. So let me take this over here. This is 4 feet, this is the 1 feet, and this is the height. To be able to find the height, you can use h squared plus 1 squared is equal to 4 squared. H squared plus 1 is equal to 16. If we subtract 1 from both sides, h squared is equal to 15. H is equal to, if you take the square root of both sides, h is equal to radical 15. Now I can use the volume for figure A. What is the volume? Base area. Pi r squared times height. We know that radius is 1, so pi times radius is 1 square times radical 15, because height is 15, not 4. This is important. So the answer is going to be radical 15 pi. So which figures have the same volume? Figure B and figure C has the same volume. Lonzel needs to store 20 cubic feet of firewood. Could he use the storage rack shown? So what am I going to do, ladies and gentlemen? If you try to store firewood into this, you need to make sure that the volume of the rack is supposed to be greater than 20 cubic feet. This is what I'm going to prove. Volume of rack must be greater than or equal to 20 cubic feet. Okay, let's find that. This is rectangular prism. We know how to find the volume of rack. Base area times height. You need to determine what base is. Most of the students are making mistake by telling that the base is rectangle. Actually, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, this figure actually it is this. This is the figure. So the base is triangle and this is height. So do we know that? How can we find the area of triangle which is base? So remember that the height of the base is 4 and the base of the triangle is 6. To be able to find the base area, 4 times 6 over 2, which is the area of a triangle, which is base, times height is 2 feet. If you simplify this, you will get 4 times 3 is 12 times 2, which is equal to 24 cubic feet. As you see here, this is the volume of rack. And the volume of rack is greater than the 20 cubic feet, so then Lonzel can store this firewood into this rack. Yes, he can use this rack to store the firewood. Next, Keisha is deciding between the two canisters shown. Which canister holds more? What is the volume of the larger canister? Ladies and gentlemen, we have two cylinders, but one of the cylinder is oblique cylinder. First, I am going to find the volume of this figure. And remember that how to find the volume of cylinder? Base area times height. Because of the base is circle, the area of the base is pi times r squared times height. From here, ladies and gentlemen, if diameter is 20, what is the radius? Which is 10 centimeter. If we substitute pi times 10 squared times, what is the height? What is the height, ladies and gentlemen? 25. From here, you will get that 2500 pi is the volume of this first canister. Now, I need to get the volume of second canister. How? Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we know that the height is 25 centimeter. The height is 25 centimeter, not 27. So this is the reason when you calculate this, you have to make sure that you are getting the correct height, not 27. Be careful. To be able to find the volume of this figure, base area times height, and the base is circle, that's why the area is pi r squared times height. From here, the same idea, the diameter is 20, so the radius is 10 centimeter, pi times 10 square times, which one I need to get, 25 or 27? Of course we will get 25, so if you calculate, you will get the 2500 pi is your volume. So it doesn't matter which canister Keisha is deciding, both of them has same volume. Both has the same volume. How will the volume of the storage shed change if the length of the triangular bases is reduced by half? Remember that we already saw this question. What was the volume of this figure? Base area times height. The base is the triangle, so that's why the area is going to 4 times 6 over 2 times height is 2. Then we found that this is going to be 24 cubic feet. Now, to be able to find the new volume, what am I going to do? We are going to reduce the triangular base. So what is the base of the triangle? 6. So this is going to become 3 feet. So what's going to happen? So the new volume will be same thing. The base is still triangle. Now we are going to find base area is 4 times 3 over 2 times height 2. From here, if you simplify, you will get 12 cubic feet. So what happened? If you change the length of the triangular base, the volume is changing as well. So this is the answer. Now, how will the volume of the canisters change if the diameter is doubled? We already found that both canisters have the same volume. What was the volume? Base area times height. Because of the base of this cylinder is circle, pi times r square is the base area times height. So what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? First, I am going to find the normal volume. The volume of the normal figure is pi times 10 squared times 25 will be equal to 2500 pi cubic centimeter. This is volume of normal figure. What's going to happen? The diameter is going to be doubled. So what was the diameter? 20. So what's going to happen? It's going to be doubled, 40 centimeters. So what's going to happen? The volume of new figure. Same idea, pi times r squared times height. Can you please tell me what's going to happen to radius? If the diameter is 40, what is the radius of the new figure? Is 20 squared times height is not changing, which is 25. 20 square is 400 pi times 25. When you multiply them, you will get that 10,000 pi cubic centimeter is the new volume. What happened if you double the diameter? Your volume is going to be 4 times bigger than or greater than the normal volume. Find the volume of the figure and run to the nearest tent. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we know that volume is base area times height. To be able to find the volume, first you will decide what is the base. What kind of figure is the base? Is that rectangle? Is that triangle? Is that square? What is that? Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Look at here. The base is trapezoid. This is the base, and multiply this by height, then you will get the volume. Base is trapezoid. Alright, if you have a trapezoid, do you remember that how to find the area of the trapezoid? In the trapezoid we have two base 1 and base 2, and this is the height. To be able to find the area, you need to add bases and then multiply by height, divide by 2. This is how you are finding the area of trapezoid. Alright, let's use it. Volume of this figure, this is trapezoid prism. The volume is base area, which means that if this is 6, this is going to be 6 centimeter as well. So one of the base of the trapezoid is 6 plus another base of the trapezoid is 10 times, what is the height? The height is 8 centimeter over 2 times 15. From here, if you add them up, 16 times 8 over 2 times 15. From here, ladies and gentlemen, if you simplify this, you will get 64 times 15 will be equal to 960 cubic centimeter is the volume of this figure.